please welcome Gabe Dannenbring. We botched our walkout handshake.
Yeah, I think in true white guy fashion, we did practice that, and we still messed it up. We made it look as white guy as we possibly could.
Yeah.
So
then you just got to commit to the bit at that point.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. You just got to go with it.
Yeah. Well, it's a big part. I mean, you approach someone, right, and you don't want to botch that thing. You go in for the hug. They're not expecting the hug. What are you gonna do?
Then it's weird. Then it becomes really weird for both parties, and there's always a third party who's watching.
I had no faith in you from the beginning.
That's fair. That's not the first time I've heard that.
You do teach kids, yes. Okay.
I love it. Well, Gabe, thanks so much for being here. It's great to see you, wild man. You've got so many things going on. I mean, come on. Viral on the internet, over 2 million followers across the internet, even recently appearing on a Netflix reality show, Surviving Paradise. And on top of all of that, as if you couldn't be doing any more, you teach middle school right here in Sioux Falls.
Yeah, the hardest part of all those is still the teaching part. I don't know if you guys have had much interaction with middle schoolers. Their brains don't work right. There's something that's off in there. And I've been on reality TV, the lowest of the low on people. When I think of reality TV, I think of Brett Michaels, he had a show for something about love or something or another.
Yes. Rock of
Love.
Never Gonna Work, I think it was called.
Rock of Never Gonna Work Out.
Yep.
I think of Tia Tequila. I think of those people on reality TV.
Yeah.
So
I remember the Flava Flav one.
Yep. So
everybody lining up for him.
Yeah, even middle schoolers are harder to deal with than reality TV people. So
some just doesn't tick right with them.
No, but you can't help but love them. That's why we love. Does anybody have
I just heard a middle schooler say, "Hey."
These audience members are like, "Don't be talking about my kids like that." You unfollow him now.
Unfollow.
You're losing followers tonight on that one from kids.
Have you always had this itch to entertain?
No, not at all, actually.
No.
Not at all. So all of this came into my life completely on accident. There was one day I was teaching at Patrick Henry Middle School here in town, and it was 2020. We were in the heart of COVID, and I was given a lesson that was really boring. It was super boring. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna spice it up a little bit. I'm gonna play a game called Kahoot. I don't know if anyone's. Yeah, we got some ride or die Kahooters here. All right, yeah. So I was like, all right, let's play a game of Kahoot. And if you've never played Kahoot, there's a very familiar soundtrack with it. And I was like, all right, let me put my camera on my desk and let me just record my face and then the audio of the student reaction when we play this game. So I hit play on it, and the kids lose their mind. They go crazy. They think it's awesome. And that night, I was getting ready for a date with my girlfriend, now fiance, and she was taking forever. And I was like, you know what? That was kind of a funny video. Maybe I should post it. And at the time, I had 6 followers. I had my brothers that would follow me and leave hate comments, you're an idiot. I got some brothers here. They're yeah. That was the first comment ever. He was making fun of me.
One student posing as a 30-year-old.
Yeah. So I make this video and I end up posting it. And as we're sitting there on our date and the night's going on, she's like, hey, why are you getting TikTok notifications? I was like, I don't know, I posted a goofy video, and I was like, 1,000 views, this is crazy. 10,000 views. And then the night goes on and on. We stop at Pave, we come back after Pave, and we're like, let's see where that's at. 500,000 views. Crazy. Next morning, 10 million. 20 million.
What?
It gets up to 40 million views.
Jeez.
No, don't clap. It was all luck. Don't clap. That was no talent. There was no talent involved there. So,
well, it's TikTok. I mean, of course, there's no talent.
Fair enough. So then after that, I was like, you know what? Let's try running with this and seeing where it goes. And 4 years later now, been on reality TV, going on news, talking about education, and got a couple people that follow me out there. So it's one video changed my life.
We actually, ladies and gentlemen, we brought the clip. This is the clip that Mr. Gabe has made.
This is what's got you going.
Yeah. Kahoot days are the best.
The worst part is I know in your guys' head you're like, That's all it takes. Like that's 40 million views right there. That 42 to be exact. I checked
Same.
earlier.
I sound like that when my Hot Pocket's ready. I should record myself.
See, and to this day, I'm still frustrated because I'm like, that was the least amount of effort I've ever put into a video, and it still had the most amount of views. And the one video that changes my life is that one.
So walk me through this. Okay, so you post it and you wake up in the morning and it's just exploded.
Yeah.
What was that feeling like? Like, can you explain that feeling of like, boom, it's right there on your phone?
Yeah, it was crazy. And like, as a teacher, we're broke. So I was like, how can I monetize this? Like, that was one of the first thoughts.
Gotta get some money out of it.
Yeah, I was like, all right, can I monetize this? And I was like, this is crazy. This is really nuts. And you know, if it happens once, I'm like, all right, a lot of people out there will think to themselves, hey, I've had a viral video once or twice.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, let me make another video and another video. And then after I was about a year into it, I was like, hey, this could be something. This could be something. And then ended up having companies reach out, like, hey, we want we want to do a brand deal with you. I'm like, I remember CVS was the first brand deal I ever did. I was like, I'm balling. Like, CVS, like, you want me to talk about the COVID vaccine? Like, let me sign my life away. Like, $500, I'm rich. Like, let's do this. So, and
500.
yeah, but seriously, like since then, my life has completely changed, and that one video kind of catalyzed it, and it's just given me a lot of, just motivation to keep going, a lot of confidence.
Holy cow. So after you made that first video, did you kind of like stick with a theme, or did you, what was your next step? Okay, video blows up, now what?
Yeah, so it was like a lot of creators, like, okay, what do I do now? And for me, I was like, okay, let's just make videos about my life. And what is my life? It's teaching. Like, I'm still a legit teacher. I'm in the classroom every day. Oh, thank you.
We love our teachers.
I've got a noble profession,
teachers.
of teaching and a rock bottom profession of
Plus, when
social
TikTok
media.
is gone, he needs something else to do still.
But I was like, let's just keep making videos about what my life is like.
Yeah.
And I always give people the analogy of, right now, social media influencers are the new modern day sitcom characters, where people loved sitcoms in the 90s, early 2000s. Like, we love these characters. And then all of a sudden, the audience or the people that would watch, they're like, hey, this doesn't feel authentic anymore. This feels goofy.
Yeah.
But they still like the character. So now social media influencers are kind of the new character. And my character will always be on the teacher. Like, that's who I am. So it's like, let's just ride with that niche and keep going with it. And now I still love teaching. That's where my passion is. And the social media stuff and mediocre reality TVs come along with it.
I love it. I love it.
It's like a side hustle.
Yeah, exactly.